Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel English Beginner. I really appreciate your interest in learning English through my YouTube channel English Beginner. Today you are going to learn about tense and time. So tense and time are connected. So tense is the time described by a verb shown by its grammatical form. Tense communicates an event's location in time. That means it expresses the time of an occurrence. The different tenses are identified by their associated verb forms. There are three main tenses known as present tense, past tense, and future tense. Each of these tenses have four forms. They are simple, continuous, perfect, and perfect continuous tenses. The perfect tenses are identified by using the have forms, have, has, had. The same way continuous forms are identified by ing form of the verb. In academic writing, simple present tense, simple past, and present perfect are frequently used. Other tenses also important in spoken English as well as in written English. So let us learn these tenses and time expressions one by one. First, present tense. So present tense is a grammatical tense whose principal or main function is to locate a situation or event in the present time. The present tense is used for action in a time which are happening now at present. There are four types of present tense: simple present tense, present continuous tense, present perfect tense, and present perfect continuous tense. Simple present tense is when simple present tense is used when you use a verb to tell about things that happen continually in the present. Like every day, every week, or every month, we say habitual action. That is, when we learn a tense one by one, we need to focus two things: the form and function. So you will see function one side and the form in the picture. Especially for simple present tense, the action which we do regularly and which are the universal truths. Universal truth or scientific facts are considered used as simple present tense. The form is subject plus V1. So V1 means the present form of the verb is used in simple present tense. Like child plays. So child is the subject, play is the verb form, first verb form. Children play. So here we add yes because child is singular. So we need singular verb. So especially we add yes to the verb, it becomes singular. So child plays. Children play. Now it is used, or function of simple present tense is that we use for habitual action. Habitual action means that we do daily or regularly. Like I brush my teeth twice a day. Rasi reads newspaper in the morning. Magnet attracts iron. So it's a scientific truth. So we have to use in simple present tense. Honesty is the best policy. It is a proverb, so which is always same. So it is also used in simple present tense. So you will see the verb brush, reads, attracts, is. So all these are present form of the verb expressing things happening regularly, usually, and which are scientific truth and universal truth. So this is about simple present tense. Now present continuous tense, one of the most frequently used tense in English language. So it is called present progressive also. It is used in modern English that combines the present tense with the continuous aspect. So we can say the action is going on at the time of speaking. The rules, there is a form of present continuous tense is that subject plus am or is or ing form of the verb. According to the subject, we use is, am, or plus verb form is, since it's continuous tense, we use ing form of the verb. We can see also in the picture, I am reading, so that boy is reading there. They are sitting, so the action is going on while speaking. So now see the example. Jack is talking with his friends now, so that now shows the activity is going on. I am listening to what you are speaking at the moment. So at the moment shows the action is going on and I am speaking with you. So here ing form of the verb listening, talking. Okay, then here you will see reading, and here you will see sitting. And the present auxiliary verb are used, be form of the verbs are. They, we cannot use is with they, so are only goes with the they are. Like am always goes with the I, so I am reading. Okay, so this is all about present continuous tense. Present perfect tense. So present perfect tense, the action is over, but it's over just before or recently or just now. So by these words, just now or recently or just before, we come to know it is a present perfect tense. The main thing is that we don't know when it happened. Actually the action occurred, but we don't know the time, so we call it present perfect tense. So action which have finished just now are called present perfect tense. Like the rules or form of the verb as we discussed earlier. So we use has or have plus V3, that means third form of the verb. So that is past participle of the verb. Like here, I have done my work just now. Okay, so here have, then done is the third form of the verb do. Do, did, done. The next sentence, your students have already completed their assignment. So here you have students, then the subject we cannot use have, since it's a plural we use have. Already shows it's over, completed their assignment. The class has started just now. Okay, so has started. So all these show it is a perfect tense. Now see the timing, just now, already, they indicate the action is over, but we don't know when it over exactly, so we use present perfect tense. Next, present perfect continuous tense. Okay, so present perfect continuous tense is used, the action started in the past and still going on to the present moment. That's why we call it present perfect continuous tense. So when we use present perfect continuous tense, the form is subject plus, here just we add been together with the perfect. So perfect tense we have has and have. When perfect continuous tense means has been, have been. And verb form is ing form because it is continuous. So continuous form always has ing form of the verb. So here, I have been working here since 1990 and still I am working. Then only I can say I have been working. Okay, I have been working here since 1990. So 1990 I started working and still it's going on. So the same way, I have been waiting for her for 4 hours. So here we have the use of since and for. So when you use since from particular time, I have been waiting since morning. But when I say for, we use for period of time. I have been waiting here for 2 hours. So it shows already you have been waiting and still you are waiting. So that's about the present perfect continuous tense. Next, past tense. So what do you mean by past tense? So past tense is very simple. The action taken place already in the past. That's why it's known as a past. So like a present tense, past tense also has 4 forms. Simple past tense, past continuous tense, past perfect tense and past perfect continuous tense. Let's see first simple past tense. So what is simple past tense? So simple past tense indicates the action happened at a particular point of time in the past. Like he worked at cheesecake factory 5 years ago. He passed SSLC in 2017. So 5 years ago shows it's already over, and we clearly know before 5 years. So before particular point of time. So it is a simple past tense. Again, I passed SSLC in 2017. So 2017 is no more now. Now we are living in 2022. So it is shows past, and we know exactly when it happened. That's why we use simple past tense. Suppose we don't know when it happened, then we use present perfect. So that's the difference between simple past and present perfect tense. Now the form of the simple past tense. So that is subject plus V2. V2 means second form of the verb or past form of the verb. If you take in this sentence, he worked at the cheesecake factory 5 years ago. Here the verb is worked. So what is the past tense of the verb work? So V1 is work, V2 is worked. Again the second sentence, subject plus past. So that is V2 of the verb pass. So pass V1, past is V2. So it's very simple when we write a simple past tense. There is no much complication. Subject, then we write the second form of the verb or past verb, then the particular time. So it is simple past tense. So simple past tense is also one of the most frequently used tense in English. So we should give more attention to it. Past continuous tense. So past continuous tense is used to indicate an ongoing event in the past. So it was going on continuously for certain period of time, but now no more. Mostly we use with another action. Like while they were painting the door, I was painting the windows. So that means these two actions were happening at the same time. While he was working on his laptop, he fell asleep. So sometimes it occurs with one simple past and past continuous tense. Now see the form of the verb in past continuous tense. So here they were painting. So subject plus or where or was. So the three auxiliary verbs we can use. Okay, if subject is singular like he was working, so he is singular, we use was. But if the subject is plural like they, we use were, they were. If you use they are, then it will be present continuous. So they were painting. He was working. I means I was working, like I was painting the window. So that's about past continuous tense. Next, past perfect tense. So past perfect tense in a sentence or conversation describes an event that happened in the past before another event in the simple past tense. Like if you have a two action happened and one action happened before another action. So one action we will describe in simple past, another action we can describe in past perfect. Like example, the train had left before I reached the station. So the train had left, that had left had left is the past perfect form. Okay, for present perfect we use has left, but in past perfect we use only had. Whether it's a singular or plural, we use had. Okay, so had left before another action. I reached the station. Now I reached the station, it is a simple past tense because past of reach is past. So past tense. Okay, so I reached the station. See the second sentence. I had read those books that you brought for me. Okay, that you bought for me. So you bought for me is a simple past tense. That is a past tense of buy. You bought for me. But I heard read is past perfect. So the form of past perfect is had plus V3 verb form. So verb form is also important in tense. So that's about past perfect tense. Next, past perfect continuous tense. So it is used to describe action that were going on in the past up until another action in the past happened. Like it had been raining hard for several hours and the streets got flooded. If it had not been raining, we would have gone to the park. So if you see that first sentence, we could also express in present perfect continuous tense. So what is the difference between present perfect continuous tense and past perfect continuous tense? So present perfect continuous tense that started and still going on. But past perfect continuous tense started for particular point of time and it was going on and it got over by another action. So like it had been raining hard, okay, one event is it started to rain and it continuously raining, so had been raining until the streets got flooded. So when it stopped, the raining stopped when the streets got flooded. So with the another action only, this first action is getting over. That's why we use past perfect continuous tense. But at the same time, past perfect continuous tense also identically used sometime with the present perfect continuous tense. Next is a future tense. So future tense marks the events yet to happen in the future. Okay, it's not yet happened. So same like other the past tense and present tense, it also has four forms: simple future, then future continuous tense, future perfect tense, and future perfect continuous tense. First, simple future tense. So simple future tense indicates something going to happen certainly. Something will happen certainly means we call it simple future, like predicting something. It will rain tomorrow. Okay, so I'm going to become a teacher. We can say I will become a teacher after 5 years, or you will become an engineer after 6 years. So something you predict and something certainly you do, we can use future tense. Now the form of the future tense is subject plus will plus first form of the verb, that is V1 we say. So you know that V1 already used in another tense, another type of tense, that is simple present tense. At the same V1 is also used in simple future, but together with the will or shall. I will get you some coffee. Okay, so like that, I am so sleepy and tired, I will get you some coffee, another person is telling in this picture. So something he wanted to give willingly, intentionally, that also we use in simple future. So if you take some decision also, or if you do something willingly, or if you predict something, we use simple future. So it will rain tomorrow, I will pay for the tickets by credit card. So you don't worry, I will pay for it, I will do the washing up. So intentionally you want to do something, I will do that. Okay, he will carry your bag for you. So there is not much discussion, but you are willingly, intentionally doing, we can use simple future. And at present, it is a modern way that even present continuous tense is also used in future meaning, simple future meaning, like I am going to learn a new language. So that's about simple future tense. Future continuous tense indicates that something will happen or occur in the future and it will continue for an expected length of time, a particular period of time. The form is only be is added with the simple future, like a subject plus, will plus, be plus, and since it is a continuous, we use ing form of the verb. Example, we will be shopping in that market this Monday. Okay, we will be watching a movie in this complex on next Friday. You will be shopping at that market tomorrow. So here the action is going to happen for a period of time and almost the same time or tomorrow or next day. So we use future continuous tense. So the verb form is already explained to you. Let's see next. Future perfect tense. So future perfect tense is used to describe expected or planned to happen something before a time. It's like a deadline. Something you have to submit or something you have to plan, that have to meaning only we use future perfect tense. Like I will have finished my homework by tomorrow. This time next week I will have worked on this project for 25 years. Before he sees his publisher, Charles will have finished 4 chapters in his new novel. So something we need to finish before an expected time only we say future perfect tense. The form is subject plus will or shall plus have plus V3. Okay, so the have for perfect, then that will already for future. So it is a future perfect tense. Future perfect continuous tense. So future perfect continuous tense describes action that will continue up until a point in the future. So it will continue, but a certain period of time in the future also. Very rarely used sentence, a future perfect continuous tense, but still in written language we use them. Example, in November I will have been working at my company for 3 years. So it's like after November my experience will be more than 3 years. So that kind of situation we use. At 5 o'clock I will have been waiting for 30 minutes. So after 5 o'clock again it will be added 30 minutes I will be waiting. So that only we use future perfect continuous tense. The form of future perfect continuous tense is will have plus been we add. So will is already there for future, have is for perfect, then been, then continuous. Since it is continuous we use ing form of the verb. So I will have been working. So that's about future perfect continuous tense. So having learned about all the 12 types, 12 forms of sentences, let's try our knowledge about these tenses, whether we have understood or not, by doing some exercise based on tenses. See the first question. I dash a novel now. So in bracket it is given read. So first thing is find out the time expression in that sentence, in this sentence. So if you go through I dash a novel now, so now only expresses time. So now shows the action is going on at the time of speaking. So it is a present continuous tense. So when you use present continuous tense, so I am reading a novel now. So that's only absolutely correct answer. The second one, see, magnet always dash iron. So in bracket it is given attract. So here there is no time expression if you minutely observe this sentence, but always is there. So always, ever, never, they give the meaning something happening every time. So here magnet and iron, so they always get attracted each other. So it is a universal fact. So it should be written in simple present tense. So the V form of the verb, first form of the verb. So magnet always attracts iron. Next sentence you see. You dash the assignment by next Monday. So here it shows by next Monday. It's like something should submit by next Monday, means it is giving what, like you have to finish before the time. So that means it is a future perfect, some kind of deadline. So submit. You will have submitted the assignment by next Monday. Then only it's correct. So future perfect will have plus V3. So you will have submitted. The fourth one. I was watching TV while my sister does for the test. So in bracket it's study. So two actions going on at the same time, that we know by the time expression while. So while shows two actions were going on. So when two actions were going on in the past, one action must be in past continuous tense. So sometimes two actions can also described in past continuous tense, like here. So I was watching TV while my sister was studying for the test. So was studying. Study is the verb given. So was studying. Sister was studying. So it's a past continuous tense. Before I dash the station, the train dash. So you have two verb, reach and leave. So one should be simple past tense. Another one should be past perfect tense. So why past perfect tense? Because two actions happen and it's starting with that time expression before. So one should be simple past, another should be past perfect. So the answer will be, before I reached the station, the train had left. Next question. I dash for my friend since morning. So the since morning shows the action started morning and still continuing. So it is present perfect continuous tense. So present perfect continuous tense we use Has or have been plus ing form of the verb. So I have been waiting for my friend since morning. The next, she does all the works of Shakespeare. So in bracket study. So here the time is not given. Since it is a colorless past, we use present perfect tense. So we can say she has studied all the works of Shakespeare. Present perfect. So has or have plus V3. Study will become studied. So she has studied all the works of Shakespeare. Next, I dashed the test yesterday. So yesterday shows it is a past tense and it shows particular time also yesterday. So it is a simple past. I took the test yesterday. You dash an IAS officer after 5 years. So it's showing very clearly a particular point of time in the future. So it is a simple future. So we use will plus V1. So you will become an IAS officer after 5 years. He dashed the same work tomorrow at this time. So it is a future and continuously you will be doing, so it will be a future continuous tense. So he will be doing the same work tomorrow at this time. So be plus ing form of the verb. Will plus be plus ing future continuous tense. Almost all the tenses are involved in this particular exercise. So you can go through once again. And after watching this video and doing this exercise, so I request you to do the Google form MCQ questions given in the description and try to test your knowledge of tense and try to score good mark, and don't forget to give comments. So thank you once again for watching my YouTube channel. All the best for your learning English.